Chapter 113. See you soon. Lan Yunhai smiled. This shows that he was subdued. In the end, in this psychological battle, it was Nie Tien who won. Nie Tien and Lan Yunhai were in a psychological game just now. Whoever can survive will win. Of course, Nie Tien's persistence was based on his strong confidence in himself. If Lan Yunhai rejected him, then the Lan Yun royal family would cause an unprecedented catastrophe. Xiao Luyang watched in a daze. He never expected that even the emperor accepted Nie Tien's threat. Okay. Mr. Nie, the lonely family agrees to your conditions. Lan Yunhai put away his awkward smile and said coldly, but I also asked Mr. Nie to fulfill the promise just now. Nie Tien nodded calmly and said calmly, I can't cure the princess, I will die with her. Okay. Lan Yunhai laughed. Mr. Nie is straightforward, I admire him. Next, Nie Tien briefly explained the matter. Lan Yunhai's face became gloomy, and he said he was robbed in Wuxia. Could it be that the Imperial Guards are eating shit? Come here. Let Qin Yedian come to see me. Lan Yunhai roared, and the roar resounded throughout Jingde Hall. Lan Bingchen secretly smiled when he saw Lan Yunhai's reaction. Lan Bingchen was not a fool, and more or less guessed that this matter had something to do with Lan Binji. Based on Lan Bingchen's understanding of her younger brother, this incident was probably planned by Lan Binji. Father, just be angry. The angrier the better. Lan Bingchen had already burst out laughing in her heart. If this incident draws Lan Binji out, then it will be a good show. With Nie Tien's temperament, he would not let it go. At this moment, Lan Bingchen suddenly felt that Nie Tien was the noble person in his life, but unfortunately, Nie Tien was unwilling to accept him as a disciple. Not long after, Qin Yitian's figure appeared in Jingde Hall. When he saw Nie Tien, he froze instantly, his head was buzzing, and he felt an ominous premonition in his heart. Your Majesty pays homage to His Majesty. Qin Yitian knelt on the ground and kowtowed in homage. Sensing that the emperor's mood was not right, Qin Yitian was not calm at all. Lan Yunhai had been very dissatisfied with Qin Yitian in the past few days. The alchemist that the Qin family invited to treat the princess not only failed to cure the princess' illness, but also made the princess' condition worse and her life was in danger. Gu Sanzhou had already left the Blue Cloud Empire, but left Qin Yitian with a pile of shit that couldn't be wiped off. Qin Yitian. Do you know Mr. Nie? Lan Yunhai said in a deep voice. His tone was low and gloomy. I know. Qin Yitian didn't dare to look up at Lan Yunhai but just lowered his head to answer. Very good, he has some questions to ask you. Lan Yunhai nodded heavily and glanced at Nie Tien. Nie Tien was naturally not polite. He took a step forward and said coldly, Qin Yitian, my sister was robbed in Wuxia. I want you to find her. Qin Yitian finally raised his head, looked at Nie Tien with a troubled face, and said, Mr. Nie, I have never met Lingmei before. I am afraid it will not be so easy to find her. I can only do my best. As for if you can't find it, then. Qin Yitian, listen to me. It's not about doing your best, but you must find it, and I want to see that my sister is intact and unharmed. Before Qin Yitian could finish speaking, Lan Yunhai directly interrupted him. Qin Yitian is the commander of the Imperial Guards in the Imperial City. How could he not know that someone was robbed in the Imperial City? If he didn't know anything, it would be meaningless for him to be the commander of the Imperial Guard. Qin Yitian swallowed, sweat dripped from his forehead, and he bowed and replied, Don't worry, Mr. Nie, I will find him within 3 days at all costs. 3 days? Nie Tien smiled coldly, staring at Qin Yitian, and said word by word, Qin Yitian, you only have half an hour. Half an hour? Qin Yitian looked at Nie Tien in astonishment and screamed. Lan Yunhai was also taken aback for a moment, and said, Mr. Nie, half an hour is too little time. Nie Tien looked up at Lan Yunhai, and said lightly, Your Majesty, I think Master Xiao hasn't explained to you clearly about the princess condition. Huh? Lan Yunhai's face darkened, and he looked at Xiao Luyang. Xiao Luyang's expression froze slightly. Knowing that the matter could not be concealed, he whispered a few words to Lan Yunhai. After listening to Xiao Luyang's words, Lan Yunhai's face darkened, and he was silent for a moment. Suddenly, a bright light shot out from his eyes, and he shouted furiously, "Qin Yedian, mobilize all the power that can be mobilized, and dig 3 feet into the ground, even if it is to destroy Lanyun City. Turn it over, and you must find Mr. Ye's sister. If you can't find anyone within half an hour, come and see her." Xiao Luyang told Lan Yunhai that Lan Bingxian still had an hour at most, and within an hour, if she didn't get medical treatment, she would die. Lan Yunhai has only one daughter, whom she regards as the apple of her eye and loves very much. It was because of Lan Bingxuan's illness that Lan Yunhai was depressed every day. In this situation, if Nie Yuro can't be found, Nie Tian will not save her. Therefore, Nie Yuro must be found within half an hour, otherwise, Lan Bingxuan's life will be in danger. When Lan Yunhai's last sentence, "I'll see you with your head up," fell, Qin Yedian was stunned, and suddenly felt a chill down his spine and a chill down his tailbone. These words exploded in Qin Yetian's mind like thunder from 9 heavens, and he was suddenly dizzy from the shock. His head was in a trance, his body swayed, and he almost fell. The so-called "you are not joking," Lan Yunhai is not joking when he says such words at this time. Qin Yedian originally wanted to report the matter to Lan Bingji or the Empress, and then slowly figured out a way to deal with it. Now it seems that he has no time for this. "What are you still doing in a daze? Hurry up and find someone." Seeing that Qin Yedian was still in a daze, Lan Yunhai couldn't help becoming even more furious and almost roared. Yes, I'm going to find someone." Qin Yedian nodded repeatedly, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and rushed out of the Jingde hall without stopping. Seeing Qin Yedian rushing out of the hall, Lan Yunhai became humble and said cautiously, "Mr. Ye, Qin Yedian has already gone to find someone, the princess. Wait until he finds him." Nie Tian coldly interrupted Lan Yunhai, not caring about Lan Yunhai's expression. Nie Tian must see Nie Yuro within half an hour, and he must ensure Nie Yuro's safety. And if Nie Yuro got hurt or lost something, Nie Tian would never let it go. Lan Yunhai's eyes turned cold, and an icy cold light drifted across, but he didn't say anything. Zhang Yifeng stood with Nie Tian in the main hall, quietly waiting for Qin Yetian's news. After Qin Yetian ran out of the palace, he quickly returned to the Qin mansion. With the emperor's supervision, Qin Yetian certainly did not dare to neglect. "I hope nothing happened to that little girl?" Nie Tian's stern eyes and Lan Yunhai's gloomy face echoed in his mind, and Qin Yetian's brow was covered with cold sweat.